Hey guys, Mr. Pokey here, back with another video. Welcome to another episode of CN Hype Watch.
Not having characters to fit, because I did this for since the beginning of Honkai Star Rail. Every single Memory of Chaos, there would get to a point where I would need wind coverage, and I would have no wind coverage, and it was gross. Like, it was so awful to not have the proper coverage. It was terrible. There's no worse feeling than going into something. I mean, obviously, if you're like a whale or you have if you have like insane relics, sure. But like, just trying to brute force, like, oh, I don't have the elements. It's fine. I'll just beat it without it, bro. It is so hard. It's so goddamn hard. Yeah, I had to. Yeah, there were people who were forced to build Dan Heng, which is just about the most depressing shit, because we all know he's dog shit. That character is terrible.
Okay, that's enough!
Hey guys, Lily here. This video is going to be unusual. I will go full circle, explaining the most basic thing in Honkai Star Rail, which is resources management. Since the PlayStation 5 version is going to be released very soon, I think this topic will be relevant once again as a new batch of newcomers will emerge. This is coming from someone who has been playing since day one with a strict handicap, so I think I have very good advice for you. What to expect from this game? First of all, this is a turn-based gacha game, not gacha turn-based game. What's the difference? Well, turn-based comes first, then gacha second. Meanings, the game so far emphasizes the turn-based mechanics more than the gacha aspect. It's not predatory enough to force you pulling every new character they release, so don't feel pressured to spend your precious jades on them, especially if you are a low spender or free-to-play. There is a better way to use your jades. I'll explain later. If you've played gacha games before, you might already have some ideas about how this genre operates. You get a character, need materials to raise them, a lot of materials to farm, but there is a stamina system that limits your daily farming. The game basically tries to slow down your progress to match the developer's speed at creating content. Since you have a limited number of activities in one day, you need to be efficient with it if you want your account progression to be smooth. So, what should you do? There are 3 points I want to share with you here. First is your starter pack. The game will give you 9 characters for free that cover every element. The main character, Asta, Dan Heng, March 7th, Serval, Natasha, Herta, Qingchui, and Yukong. Except for Qingchui, Herta, and Yukong, they are all good and ready to use right out of the box, so raise them without hesitation. The goal is to build 2 teams. With one team consisting of 4 characters, you'll need 8 characters. And where do you get the remaining 2? Rate Up banner. I'm not 100% sure about this, but I have a feeling the day the PlayStation 5 version arrives, that's when Honkai Star Rail will start doing rerun banners. These new players need to experience the greatness of Seely, right? If this is true, then you need to get Seely and whoever is on Rate Up beside her. You'll get lots of jades enough to get these 2 as long as you aim for Eidolon 0. Once you get them, stop spending jades for gacha and focus on leveling those 8 characters. This starter pack is enough to carry your account for a long time, trust me. While leveling them, make sure to learn the game mechanics as well, because a good understanding of the combat system will help you tackle any challenges even if you only have a small roster. And now we move to the second point, priority. There are several things from a character that you need to raise: their level, light cone, traces, and relics. There are many guides on YouTube about how to build a character properly, but I will tell you my priority when it comes to leveling characters. My first priority is to max their level, followed by the light cone, and then their traces until level 8. After they're all finished, I will start farming for relics. Relics are RNG, that's why I put it last. Thankfully, as new players, you are not supposed to farm relics until you hit Trailblaze level 50, so you can farm materials in peace. The farming process itself might feel slow, and you are tempted to use jades or fuels to refresh your stamina and speed up the process. But don't do it just yet. Take your time because you have story to do, maybe events too, and also still learning the combat system. You should only start refreshing your stamina when you reach the point of relics farming. Contrary to popular belief, I highly recommend using your jades to refresh stamina for farming relics. There are several reasons why, in my opinion, this is the better approach even if you are a low spender or free to play. First, relics play a major part in determining how your character will perform. A good relic combination can boost your character performance from mid-level to high level. The thing is, relic drops are RNG. If you only rely on natural stamina, getting the ideal combination might take a long time. Hence, I recommend refreshing your stamina with jades or fuel. It won't guarantee a good drop, but your chance within the same time frame is significantly higher. The second reason is that having a small roster with good gears is better than having many characters with bad gears for new players. You might have heard this saying, play characters you like. No, don't listen to them. Hoyoverse has a top-tier marketing team that will make you fall in love with every new character they release. They are so good at deceiving our brains, making us incapable of thinking clearly about what we actually want. If you follow the impulse, you will end up spending jades on every banner, and your account progress will be stunted because you have a long list of characters to work on. As I said before, those 8 characters are enough to carry your account. If you start with farming good gears, you will be able to play these characters at their full potential. And then in the future, if you see a character you like being rated up, you can transfer the gears to them. It will give you a sense of satisfaction since you play from one max team to another max team, compared to the other scenario where you're trapped in material farming, playing half-build characters. This is how I play the game since day one, and have successfully made many 5-star owners jealous that my 4-star characters are performing better than their shiny characters. By playing this way, you also give your brain more time to think whether you actually want the rated up character or not. If your interest doesn't last long, then it's just a marketing trap from Hoyoverse and you have avoided it. Congratulations. Now let's move to the final point, rerun banner. Rerun banner literally means bringing back past rate-up banners. Every gacha game does this to give new players a chance to get the old limited characters. There will be no difference with Honkai Star Rail. If you miss a banner right now, they will come back at some point in the future to give you a second chance. Rerun banners should be the one every player aims for. I'll say the first banner is 90% trap. It's all about marketing and impulse pull. The rerun banner is when you have a thorough evaluation about the value of the said banner. Some of you might have read my community post this morning. It was basically a sneak peek of this video, but some people thought I was ranting. Maybe long text equals ranting to them? I don't know. I was trying to introduce the concept of sniping rerun banners using myself as an example. Many people are upset that I have very good gears on my 4 stars characters. Seeing my serval perform better than their Jingyuan seems so alien. They call me a whale when the fact is, I just didn't aim for Jingyuan and used my jades to farm for my serval's gears. Now that I'm practically done with relics farming and she has good gears, whenever Jingyuan banner comes back, I can pull his signature light cone that's considered the best light cone for erudition characters. My serval will be even more powerful. Pulling on light cone banner is also considered an activity that only whales can do because according to many people's logic, normal players will prioritize pulling characters and don't have jades left for light cone banners. Well, I'm not a whale and I will have the luxury to pull 5-star light cone during Jingyuan rerun banners. How about that? Will they be more jealous to see my serval having top-tier relics and top-tier light cone? This is what proper resources management can do. In terms of content completion, you will not miss anything. I'm living proof of it. Instead, you will be able to avoid many marketing traps from Hoyoverse that could put you in deep farming hell instead of enjoying your characters. To old players who start realizing their mistakes, it's never too late to stop. And to all the newcomers from PlayStation platform, this is the way I personally recommend to you. But hey, this is just an opinion from one person. If you don't like it, you're free to follow other guides out there. Cheers!